All right, guys, we're going to take a look at this HVD Spectre diver. HVD stands for Hand Wound Vintage Design. So this is their only watch I see on their website right now. I'll put a link in the description, but I suspect they're pretty much going to focus on hand wound vintage design, hence the name. So anyway, so the guys over at RZE actually sent this over, so I think they're associated somehow. They're both based out of Singapore, and they're both turning out some awesome products for sure. Now this one, because it's hand wound, we're going to have a display case back, and it's not, you know, it's actually a nice movement. It's the Selita SW210 hand wound Swiss made movement. So you know, there's some very cool, interesting design cues here, and the use of materials. So price point, let's start with that because that's important, is $420. I think that's pretty good. Now, I don't know if that was a launch price or that's just the current price on their website now. So if you guys know a little bit more, you can let me know, but let's get into the case size. 40 millimeter case, 48 lug to lug, drilled, 14 millimeter thick, but that's including the domed and boxed plexi crystal. The case itself is only like 10.2, and then that crystal is like 2.5. 20 millimeter lug width here. Bracelet tapers down very nicely to 16 millimeter. Fully milled out clasp. Double pusher, simple fold over. 3 micro adjust. And screw pins here for the bracelet. No rivets, thank you very much. That is a nice feature, a non-riveted bracelet. I don't know, I'm just kind of picking on Tudor on that one, I guess. You have a 7.5 millimeter screw down crown because this is still a 200 meter water resist watch. 141 gram for the weight on this. Nice fine brushing on the side of the case, nice huge polished relief along the transition to the top, which is also brushed, and then a brushed and polished bracelet. You can see this one, it comes in the green colorway with the gold indices and handset, and you can see some scratches on the dial. That is a hand textured dial to kind of play a little bit harder on that vintage inspired design. And then Spectre Diver HVD, the dial is very clean. There's no other unnecessary writing or anything, information that doesn't really need to be there. So, you know, green bezel insert, that's going to be aluminum. You're not going to see any ceramics from this brand. I'm assuming vintage inspired is not going to be ceramic. It's not going to be sapphire. It's going to be nice warm tones and fun plexi crystals with hand wound movements and good clean classic case designs. Signed crown on that guy as well. Let's take a closer look at that movement, shall we? So you can go, you can see numbered case back. This is 1 of 100. 19 jewels on that SW200 or 210, excuse me. You can see it up there above the rotating bits there. You can, yeah, you get it's so nice seeing a clear presentation without the rotor spinning, blocking the majority of your view. All right, guys, let's pop this on wrist. It's using Swiss Super Luminova for the Loom. I have not checked it, honestly. But here it is on my 7.25 inch wrist. Wears, looks, and feels great on wrist, guys. 40 by 48 is such a universal size for a watch. You know, this thing, I like it on bracelet, but I suspect it would be awesome on a really nice leather or a tropic rubber strap or something like that. This bracelet's nice enough that it would live on the bracelet. Anytime you have a bracelet that can taper down to that 16 millimeter, it's a super comfortable feature if you've ever tried one. If not, I hope you do one day. So let's kill the lights, check the Loom on this. And like I said, if you're interested in picking one up, there'll be a link down below. Not affiliated, not paid, or anything like that. They just shared the watch with me, and then I have to ship the watch back. If for some reason they are going to gift me a watch or I get to keep this one, I will change it, and there will be a pop-up that says paid advertisement at the beginning of the video. But as of now, that is not the case. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next vid.